Oh hi, this is Shyporn Terragunsitit. Well, another May is come and gone, and with it, another Asian Heritage Month. And this year, Hollywood decided to celebrate the rich cultural history of the Asian people by turning all the Asian characters into white British people. It started off with the latest installment of the Iron Man franchise, Iron Man 3. You see, years ago, new writer and director Shane Black stated that he was against the traditional portrayal of the character the Mandarin because it was a racist caricature. And really, who better to tell Asians what is and isn't a racist depiction of themselves than a rich white man from Hollywood? Hollywood, of course, being the authority on racist Asian stereotypes. So, as a solution to this supposed problem, Black cast Indian actor Sir Ben Kingsley as the Mandarin. But then, in a plot twist, and if you don't want to hear spoilers, turn the video off now, kids, we find out later that Kingsley is just a puppet actor, and the real Mandarin is British actor Guy Pearce. So the Indian guy, who played Gandhi, turns out to be a pawn of the white British guy, a white guy with Asian dragon tattoos on his chest. Well, that's a great solution, Shane. That's a great solution. Thanks for that. Now, I realize that between coming up with original story elements such as a chase through Christmas trees and blowing up a house on stilts and having a cute kid sidekick and staging a climactic fight in a shipyard and, of course, his favorite signature meme of torturing a black man in all of his movies, there probably wasn't enough time for Shane Black to come up with a nuanced interpretation of the Mandarin that would reclaim and overcome stereotypes. Oh, I know, Hollywood studios can't cast Asians in bad guy roles now because of the Chinese market, because the Chinese government objects to the negative depiction of Asians in movies. Because no one has really done more to further the cause of individual civil rights than the Chinese government. But then that brings us to the second Hollywood blockbuster whitewashing of the month, Star Trek Into Darkness. Director J.J. Abrams cast popular British actor Benedict Cumberbatch of BBC's Sherlock fame to be the film's antagonist. Now, he promised for months that Cumberbatch's character was absolutely under no circumstances Khan from the original show and the Star Trek Wrath of Khan movie. Because Khan was a genetically engineered superhuman of North Indian Sikh descent. So, of course, it wouldn't make any sense to cast a white actor to play him. Fast forward halfway through the plot hole fest that is the latest Star Trek movie, and we get this.
My name is Khan.
What? What? What was J.J. Abrams thinking? Did it go something like this? Well, sure, I cast a British actor in the role of Khan, but where am I going to find a good Indian actor? Oh, but Montalban wasn't Indian. He was Mexican, some of you will say. Yes, Montalban was Mexican. He was also cast in 1967, when the casting of anyone with brown skin in a major role on television, particularly a powerful, charismatic, and sexy one, was already way ahead of the casting curve. And I would like to think that in the 45 years since, that casting practices might have progressed a little bit, and certainly not regressed. So for the second time in a single month, a big-budget Hollywood movie replaces an Asian character with a white one. A British actor takes an Indian role. Could the analog for imperialism be any clearer? And the thing is, I've enjoyed these people's previous works. I like the Lethal Weapon movies. Well, I like the first two Lethal Weapon movies. And I watched Alias. I watched Lost. I kinda followed Fringe. I was enjoying Iron Man 3. I was enjoying imagining the Mandarin was actually Gandhi, if Gandhi had snapped and gone crazy and started killing people. These are talented people. And the thing is, they should know better. Part of the problem is the view by some, Asian and non-Asians alike, that negative portrayals of Asians in popular media are bad for the Asian community in general. But there is a difference between a stereotype and an archetype. The Mandarin may have been portrayed stereotypically in the past, but the character itself is an archetype. The corrupt ruler or government official seeking power and dominion over others. It's a stock character that has appeared in Asian movies for decades, and in the Asian theater tradition for centuries, way before Mickey Rooney ever donned a pair of glasses and buck teeth. A great role is a great role, whether it's a good guy or a bad guy, and a hero, and really a story, is only as strong as its villain. Now, the American Film Institute made a list of the 50 greatest film villains. And you know what? They're all white, with the exception of Denzel Washington in Training Day and James Earl Jones doing the voice of Darth Vader. And frankly, at number 50, Denzel's inclusion is clearly just a courtesy, and we all know what happened when Darth Vader took off his frickin' mask. When we argue ourselves out of these roles because the villain character does bad things, we argue ourselves out of the mainstream narrative of our society. Anthony Hopkins didn't take the #1 spot on that AFI villains list for his work in Remains of the Day. He took it by playing a brilliant, insane serial killer. People could care less about Christian Bale's Batman, but Heath Ledger is now immortalized because of his role in The Dark Knight. And Brad Pitt didn't win an Oscar for Inglourious Basterds. Christoph Waltz did, for playing a Nazi. And you know what he won his next Oscar for? Playing a good guy. These roles open the door. These roles aren't stereotypes, they're archetypes. I just get so angry when I see this sort of racist BS. Oh, it's so freaking hot in here. Too mad, I can't. Oh, no.
Shyborn Terragunsitant, actor, YouTuber. Searching for a way to tap into the mainstream the way all white people have. Then an accidental overdose of racist bullshit alters his body chemistry. And now when Shyborn grows angry or outraged, a startling metamorphosis occurs.
Tonight, do you miss me tonight? Are you
up from the depths, 30 stories high, breathing fire, his head in the sky, Godzilla, Godzilla, Godzilla.